What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Xclusive Tea Talk Show. It's your host, Jai.
And Kay.
And today we are here with the Danny. Go ahead and introduce yourself, girl. Let them know who you are, what you do, all of that.
Okay, my name is Danielle, if you're feeling fancy. I am a professional makeup artist. I'm a model, and I'm also a lash technician. I also dabble a little bit in music, like A&R work, but that's neither here nor there. We'll save that for later.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into our first segment of our show, Xclusive Tea Talk Show Icebreaker Game.
Oh.
Yes. So, Danny,
Yes.
we got a bin here full of questions.
Oh, snap.
You gotta...
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I hope I can look at me. I'll be nervous. Alright, let's see. Should I read it out loud?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why would I pull this? Okay. It says, have you ever ghosted someone after the first date? If so, what was the reason?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I knew it. Okay. Woo, y'all. Gosh. I feel like if I say it, they're gonna know I'm talking about
You don't gotta say no names.
Yeah, don't say no names. But let us know the exclusive tea.
Okay, I have ghosted somebody after the first date. The reason, oh my God. Y'all, the reason that I ghosted him was because he was just like, how do I say it? He was a little, I don't want to call it like obsessed, but like maybe like infatuated a little bit. He had been like trying to talk to me for a while, like for a few years, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really, you know. And then I came around, I was like, well, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. Don't do that. Once you curve him, leave him on the curve. You know what I mean?
What
like,
was the obsession? Like, you don't like? Do you not like your men obsessed with you, or it was too like
it felt like love bombing. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like real careful about stuff like that because you never know what like the motive is behind stuff like that.
Right.
So it was just like a lot of pressure. Like I felt like the pressure was for me to be like exactly like what he imagined in his head. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I don't feel really comfortable being myself right now because I feel like you have this idea of who I am to you or how you see me, and it's like, but do you really like see me? You know, like do you see me for who I am, not just like what I look like or like my Instagram or you know stuff like that. So
did he try to reach out again?
Of course he did. I just like, I'm not like a mean person. So like me ghosting you is not like, oh, I block you or nothing like that. It's just like, you know, I just fall back.
Okay.
You know, like the conversation's gonna be a little bit more dry. I'm not gonna respond as quick. You know, like
so it wasn't
like
it wasn't a complete ghost. Like, it was just
it was just like progressive ghosting. Yeah, until I became
you did
like
a 1-2 out of there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
At least you didn't just cut communication off completely.
It is so hard, y'all. I don't know if it's the type of man that I date, but it'd be so hard for me to like cut guys off completely. Like they don't be going for it.
So are you single right now?
Oh shit.
Let us know the tea.
I did not know you was
gonna
I am in a situation.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I would call it a situationship. Not in a sense of like, I don't want to be in it. I think that we both kind of know right now that a relationship is not really like what's best for us.
Okay.
But it's like, we can't leave each other alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, let's just rock together and kind of see where it goes.
Okay.
But that's my man though.
Period. Oh, she letting y'all know. That's her man.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. So, first question is, how did you get started in the cosmetology and beauty industry? And how long have you been in it?
So I've been doing makeup for 8 years.
Okay.
I've been doing lashes for, I want to say 4, about half of that time. I got started, let's see. So when I was like younger, growing up, like my grandmother and my sister, they used to like be real into like makeup, you know, like the typical whatever. So I kind of like, that's kind of where I got it from. And then when I was in grade school, I used to be in like art class. That was my, what do call it like a pathway or something throughout all of school. So I took like visual arts, I took like pottery classes and all that stuff. It was just kind of boring, like sitting in front of like an easel or like a piece of paper all day. Yeah. So when I got to college, it kind of transformed a little bit, and I joined this club called Infinite Appeal, which is like it's like a fashion club, but it's full of like makeup artists, models, photographers, stylists, hairstylists, and you just kind of like all come together and we do like projects together, like photo shoots, like big projects. I remember one time we went to the cabins to do a photo shoot. We were out there for like 3 days. Okay. Great time. Wow. And they made me their primary makeup artist. So that was my first time ever working on somebody else, and then 2, that was my first time ever like officially calling myself a makeup artist. So from there it just kind of blossomed, and I jumped off the porch.
Do you do your own lashes?
I wish, girl. No, because to do lashes, your eyes have to be closed. So yeah. But the girl who does my lashes, I love her to death. Shout out to Bianca. Y'all follow her.
Period. And you do your own makeup?
Yes, I do. I've had my makeup done by other people before. I don't mind it as long as it looks good. Right. Yeah, but typically I do my own.
And you probably, I know a lot of people who do their own makeup, hair, all of that. They're like real particular.
Yeah. So. I'm not like mean about it though. Like I wouldn't like not give somebody a chance. I'm just like, I need to see what you do beforehand. Yeah. Before I even sit in your chair to fake it. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, I need to know. So, but I'm down.
Okay. Okay. The next question is, what do you like most about being a MUA and a lash tech, and what do you dislike about it?
What do I like? Let's see. That's making it sound like I don't like nothing. No, okay, so off the bat, I would have to say like I love meeting like all types of women. Yeah. I meet all types of women, all different ages. I feel like I'm a real like social person. Like I talk to people well, you know what I'm saying? I'm like very like welcoming. So it's just cool like meeting people and kind of like getting to know like their perspective of things, and then like them getting to know me. Like a lot of my clients, they end up being like my friends or my family. Aww. So that's probably the best part of it, is like meeting new people and like establishing those friendships and long-term relationships. Right. Another thing that I like, obviously, is the money. That part. I feel like it would be very delusional for me to be like, oh, it's not about the money. Yeah. It's about the money. Let me tell you. Because lash techs, especially, makeup artists, yes, but it could be seasonal. But lash techs, especially, is more rotating. So, yeah, like, no complaints. It's changed my life. I would never clock in, never again.
I know that's right.
Period. Right. What I don't like about it, let's see. I can't say that this is necessarily like what I don't like about makeup and lashing. I would say more so about owning the business. At this point and where I'm at right now in my business, I don't like that I don't have a team. It's so hard doing everything by yourself. Like that's probably one of the most underrated parts of being a CEO or entrepreneur of your own company. It's just like you literally, until you build a team and establish like people that you can trust to like take over and handle certain things, you really are doing like most of the hard work, most of the heavy duty work. And it gets tiring. Like it could be very exhausting. I find myself like not having much energy or not having as much time. So right now I'm in a position like where I'm trying to figure out how to get like a better balance on that. Right. And so where I don't have to like trade so much of my time and my energy for the money, if that makes sense.
You got to take that time for yourself for sure. Right. You don't want to feel drained and then start not liking what you like to do.
Yeah. It's definitely, you have to stay passionate about it. I'm like one of those people where it's like, if I don't feel it anymore, if it's not something that I continue to enjoy to do, I just don't do it. Yeah. Because it's like a waste of time, you know.
What is your biggest, like, what was your biggest client? Like, have you done, like, makeup for somebody for, like, a wedding? Or?
Yeah. Weddings can be big. I would say, like, number-wise, they're probably my bigger clients. Because I can do, like, a wedding of 10 or 15, you know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, status-wise, I would have to say probably Famous Ocean and Kung Fu. Okay. They are definitely my biggest clients. They are not my only clients, but my first clients that I ever serviced that had over 1 million followers.
Wow.
So, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty big. So I was just like, okay, but even then it was cool. Like, definitely still like friends, family. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not one of those people who are like starstruck or anything like that. Like, I could be in a room with somebody and know who they are, but not know them like by their face. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's my advantage too in what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so our next question is, have you ever experienced a bad client? And if so, explain what happened.
Okay, y'all, so I will never forget this.
She got the
Story
exclusive.
time.
Story
Yeah.
time.
So, like, I'm like a set the tone, and all of my clients know, like, I'm nice, but like, I'm not like a pushover. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with some people, especially like people who don't know me or like first time clients, like, you never know what they're going to be on. They don't know what I'm going to be on.
Of course.
So I remember I had this one client, and I don't know if she was just having a bad day or whatever the case may be. She was a bride, and it was her consultation.
Okay.
And I think at first she said she needed to reschedule, and then she ended up not rescheduling, and she still wanted to come. And then, like, I just recall her coming in, and her attitude, like her energy, it was just so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could just feel it, like, from the moment, like, you know, it just felt like she didn't want to be there. Whatever she had going on had, like, completely took her away from this. And I was just like, you know, I had to kind of, like, not check her in a way, but just kind of, like, check her temperature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, hey, like, if this is not the time, we don't got to do this right now. For real. Because what I'm not going to do, I don't fake the funk. So, like, if you don't feel like you're in a comfortable space to be able to get this service done right now, then you don't have to get it done. Like, period. And I'm not going to cry about it. We can reschedule if you want to. I don't have no hard feelings, but I'm not going to sit in front of you and deal with your attitude because you're not going to sit in front of me and deal with mine.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? But after that, like, you know, she kind of like brought it down a little bit, and we were able to get through the appointment. I ended up doing her wedding anyway, so it wasn't really like a horrible client. I don't have any like real horror stories, but that was.
So was this on her wedding day, or this is still her consultation?
That when it happened, it was during her consultation.
Okay.
So it was pretty much like the consultation determines whether or not you're going to do the makeup for the wedding.
Okay.
So when she walked in and she was on that, I had already thought in my head, I'm like, oh, I might not be doing this wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if she can't get it together, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
If you can't handle it right now, you think I'm going to deal with this on your wedding day, you're crazy.
Right.
Like,
Especially on the wedding day.
Exactly.
I've had my fair share of bridezillas, and I have like a lot of patience, and I feel like I'm like the perfect person for the job, but I don't tolerate nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't tolerate disrespect or none of that stuff. I don't care what you got going on.
Yeah.
Period.
Who you are, none of that.
None of
Period.
it. So, yeah, but she ended up loving it. And
Period.
Shout out to her. If you see this, I love you, girl.
Yeah. Maybe she was just having a bad little day.
Right. She might just having a bad day, but it's all good, bro.
Okay, our next question is, what tips or advice would you give anyone looking to become an MUA or Lash Tech?
The best advice I could give is to trust your journey. I say that because, like, I feel like when people, especially when you're first starting out with things, like, you have expectations of, like, where you're supposed to be at a certain time, or, you know what I'm saying, like, how far you're supposed to be in your skill set. And I just feel like you just have to trust the journey, because if you had asked me 8 years ago, you know what I mean, if I saw myself being here right now, or even doing what I do, I probably would have told you no. You know, but at some point, I had to just commit to, like, okay, whatever this comes with, if this is my end goal, I just have to, like, stick it. You know what I mean? Like, I have to just be down for the ride. I have to be there for the ups, but I also have to be there for the downs.
Yeah.
But with that, when you commit yourself to, like, your end goal and to the journey, it allows you to, like, move through it so much easier. So, like, now what might break somebody else, it don't be breaking me. You know what I mean? Like, I go through things a lot easier. I handle things a lot better because I'm like, okay, I know that every day is not going to be sunshines and rainbows, and that's okay. So the fact that today is rainy, I could just go get my umbrella. You know what I mean? And it'll be all right. So that would be my number one tip. My number two, I would definitely have to say, like, do your research when it comes to the business side of things, because there are a lot of people who are artists but not business owners. So if you want to be a business owner, you definitely need to do your research and, like, learn what an LLC is, how to obtain your tax number, how to sign up for a DUNS number, how to apply for a business account. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to get into all of that, like how to file taxes, because that's what's going to end up like paying for your life. You know what I mean? Like, you could do the art all day. I could sit and do 1,000 faces, but if I don't handle my business on the other side of that, I'm gonna be broke.
That's great advice.
Yeah. So,
because I didn't know that side of the business myself.
Yes.
I know a couple things that you named, but I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I ain't know all that.
Yeah,
it gets deep, y'all. It gets deep. So, like, I would definitely say, like, if you want to take this all the way, then do all of your research. Like, don't stop at any closed doors. Open the door, open the book, learn, figure out what it is that you need to do to be absolutely successful in it, and go for it.
And you doing all this on your own?
Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all.
Yeah, until I get a team, so you can see this.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
You know, a little internship or whatever, y'all come get at me. So,
for real. So go ahead and shout yourself out, because that's a lot on one person. That's
it is a lot.
Because you do both, lash and nails. I mean, and makeup. So that's two different things.
And you got to do the behind the scenes work. Like,
you manage your own. Yeah, I was just going to ask you. Yeah, you manage that on your own. You got to make your own.
Like, I'm a makeup artist. I'm a lash tech. Let me start over. I'm a model. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a lash tech. I'm a social media manager. I'm an account manager. Let's see what else. I'm a marketing assistant.
Okay.
I just might as well get into it.
So what college did you go to, and what did you go to school for?
I went to Georgia State, and I went for, when I first started, I was doing business management, and then by my sophomore year, I changed my major to business and communications.
Okay. Period. Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite self-care practice?
Ooh, I love self-care.
Yeah.
I love this question. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like what makes me feel the most like just relaxed and refreshed. I would have to say getting my nails done.
Okay.
I'm a nails
Really?
girl. Yeah, I'm a nails
I like
girl.
having my nails done, but I really hate sitting getting my nails.
Really?
Yeah, I have to agree.
Sleep.
Oh, I hate it.
You go to sleep?
Yes, because
Girl, you didn't get your nails done?
me and my nail tech were like this. Like, I don't go nowhere else. And she now, when I first met my nail tech, she was in her own suite. Now she has her own shop. You know what I mean? So now she's hiring people to do the work that she does like she does it. So now, when I be there, I be like, girl, I show her what I want, and I go to sleep because I already know when I wake up, my shit's gonna be done. It's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? They got the massage chair. I can just kick back. She gave me some wine when I first came in. I love it. Besides that, I would have to say second best would definitely be like going to get a massage.
Yeah, for sure.
Massage. What do they call that? A sauna.
Yeah. You just
sauna.
reminded me. I got a gift card. My cousin gave me a gift card when I graduated to go to this spa, and it's still sitting there.
Yes, you need to
It's a nice spa too.
Yes, you need to use it. The spa is so underrated. Like,
but she told me I didn't go because she was like, "Don't go with your natural hair now."
Oh yeah.
So I was waiting to get like some braids or something to go.
Yeah,
so
definitely
I need to go.
something that's like low maintenance. That you could just kind of, not too much be worried about it. Just kind of appreciate the experience.
For sure.
Okay, our next question is how did you get into the modeling industry, and is there anyone you look up to in the industry?
So y'all, dang, this is probably gonna sound so bizarre, but like I did not want to be a model.
Really?
No.
Wow.
When I started, the first modeling anything that I ever touched was when I was 13 at my church. We had a modeling and etiquette program.
Okay.
And my grandmother, I was a part of the choir, but I didn't really like choir. I wasn't like a Bible study type of girl, but I was raised in the church. So she was like, well, you gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I did it. That is probably, I'm so thankful for that, because when I finally did start modeling, like when I got older, I could tell like all of the stuff that I learned had paid off. But I did my first fashion show at the church after the program, and I told my grandma, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to do this. I'm like, I don't got time for this. I'm not feeling it. Y'all want me to do this because y'all think I'm cute. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? And I was just like, so I didn't touch modeling again until my senior year of high school.
Okay.
And somebody reached out and asked me to do a brand photo shoot with them for their clothing brand.
Okay.
And so my first fashion show was actually from royalty.
Really?
Yes. So
Okay.
that explains like my loyalty.
Yeah.
But,
It's been a long time.
even then, like, I was so, you probably wouldn't even believe the person that I was then compared to the person I am now, because she's so different. Like, I was so timid, very reserved. Like, I didn't speak much. I didn't, you know, like, I wasn't like front page. I was definitely not the main character of my life at that time. Like, I was like, you know, almost like I was watching it unfold, though. I was watching a story being told about me, but it was almost like, what do they call it? Imposter syndrome. Like, I wasn't really a part of it. And so the deeper I got into it, it just opened me up like completely, and I gained an entire like different sense of confidence, like a different sense of personality. I became the main character of my life. So if I would have to say that I look up to anybody in the modeling industry, I don't know. I was never like a Naomi Campbell or like a Tyra Banks type of girl.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do I look up to in the modeling industry? You want to know something so crazy?
What?
I look up to Dara.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What's
My
y'all?
best friend.
Are y'all what's y'all age?
She's I want to say she's 22 or 23.
Okay.
And I'm 26. I'll be 27 next year.
I thought it was an age gap.
Yeah.
So explain that, because you don't hear a lot of people say that they look up to somebody who's
That's
younger than
younger.
them. So
I say that
different.
because like my passion lies in doing makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've always known that. I like modeling. I enjoy like what it's done for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the life that it's given me. But like I was never passionate about it.
Okay.
But she is. You know what I mean? Like I knew that from the day I met her. I met her doing a fashion show. I met her doing boutique fashion week.
That's the same time I met her too.
So, and even then, just from the day I met her, like the energy, like I could tell that like she
was
poured
hungry.
her all into it, and she does it every single like she be doing shows that I'd be like, dang, like I wish I could do. You know what I'm saying? Or not even like I wish I could do it, but it's just like sometimes it's just like I know that that's for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so if I had anybody I could be like, oh, I want to be like them when I grow up, like, it would be her, like, on a model scale, because she's amazing at what she does. Like, her walk eats, you know what I mean? Like, she be eating the girls up, like, she put that shit on. I'm sorry, she put it on, and, like, she makes it work. You know what I mean? Does. Like, she is that. Like, she's my supermodel. So, that would be. Yeah.
That's so cute.
It's so sweet.
Yes,
Shout out to you, Madeira. I love that. That's so cute. Okay, next question is, what is something that you would change about the modeling industry?
I would make it more, I don't want to say, because when you think about the modeling industry, you can't really say that it's not diverse, because it is. But when I say diverse, I mean like there is still a lot of like stigmas in the modeling industry, as far as like even within the diversities. Like, okay, so now we see like a lot more plus size, or a lot like, I don't know, like darker skin models or fairer skin, but they're extremes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you're plus size, you can't just be like, oh, plus size. You have to be plus size. Then you have to have like this hourglass plus size figure. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to be a certain height. Or even with the like color thing, like they want you to be like all the way dark skin, like, you know what I'm saying? Or all the way light skin, like to where you're almost albino. And it's just like, where's the middle ground? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when are we gonna bring back like the nostalgic, like old-fashioned traditional beauty, because that still exists. I feel like everything is so like extreme now, when it's just like regular women, regular men are just as beautiful, you know what I mean? But I don't think they get like as good of an opportunity because they want you to have something. You know what I mean? But it's like, you can't just look at me and say I don't have it. You know? Like, you don't know what I have until you put me out there. So that would be I would definitely like open it up to allow people to just get an opportunity, you know? Like, everything is so locked in. Everybody kind of already knows who they want, what they want them to look like. You know what I mean? But it's like, open your mind up.
So that's something that irritates me too about the modeling industry, because a lot of these designers and stuff, they don't even care about your walk, your talent in itself. You know, like like you said, they already know who they want. Yep. They see your body type, they know who they want already, and then it's just like, how does person get picked over me and they can't even walk? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's just like,
who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a part of it's so interesting that a lot of people, especially when I was like a model coordinator, a lot of people ask me like, oh, what's your end goal with modeling? Like, do you want to be signed? And I preach every day that I would not sign to an agency.
Really?
No. And I don't have anything against like people who do sign or anything like that. But to me, like, my mental is, especially when it comes to like contract law, I'm told don't ever sign nothing unless you get something from it. And then two, like when it comes to that, I'm like, okay, so I'm signing this contract. To me, that says, okay, I'm promising that I'm going to show up to do this job for you every single day. Are you going to promise to take care of me?
That part.
You know what I mean? Like, and whatever that comes with. And that doesn't just mean like, oh, I get a bigger dollar amount than the person next to me. Like, but is that taking care of my lifestyle? If I sign a contract to say, you know what I'm saying, like I belong to you almost, because when you sign to an agency, like you become their, you know what I mean, like, and
certain
you can't
stuff
really
you
do
can,
stuff without them.
do.
So like, if I'm gonna do that, then you better be giving me whatever
it
is that I need and that I ask for.
That's right.
And outside of that, right now I'm in a position to where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna create such a name for myself that they are going to pick me because of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're going to find out that I was a model already after I get on the runway.
That part.
You know what I mean? Because when Jada first touched that runway, she could walk for shit. But she was already Jada Waiter. And now when you see her on the runway, now she's like that. So that's kind of like where I put it. Like, okay, maybe if I could just create my house name, I don't have to worry about signing up, going to the auditions, because they're going to be looking for me.
Because once you already have a name for yourself, you can do whatever. Somebody told me that recently, too. You know, like, just start whatever you want to do and build a name for yourself, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
In any department, in any industry. So definitely working on creating a house name so that I can make those moves for myself.
Yeah, but about the contract thing that you were saying, I definitely would agree, because I was signed to a modeling agency, and they did nothing for me the whole year that I was signed to them.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just pretty much a waste of my time. They didn't ask for any money or anything, but it's like, you're supposed to get me my job, and then they get a cut of what I make. But the whole time I was signed to them,
no job.
It was nothing. Yeah. And I found most of my stuff that I've done, acting, modeling, all of that, I found that on my own. So ain't nobody
doing nothing. They're not even open.
Exactly.
This industry is very hard. Like, and then the people who do have information, they be gatekeeping. Oh my goodness.
I hate the gatekeepers. Like, I've never understood. Now, don't get me wrong. In some very few instances, I can understand it. But at the same time, it's like, what is the sense of gatekeeping? Like, what is holding this information doing for you?
Especially if you already got yours.
Right, you already got it. Like, it helped everyone.
Right.
Like, what are you retaining it for? Like, I don't understand that.
I cannot stand that. And then, it be pissing me off so bad. But what's for you is going to be for you. Point blank, period.
Right. Always.
Nobody can stop that. So.
Period.
Okay, our next question is, dreams or aspirations as a model? Is there anywhere you would like to travel? Someone you would like to work with?
So my dreams and aspirations as a model, I think I said it before, I would definitely have to say would be making a house name for myself. Something that like people could call me for, as opposed to me calling them or auditioning for them. As far as like where I would like to travel, I would definitely say like Italy, Rome, Paris, France would be nice, but definitely like that side of the world. Just because I feel like the fashion industry over there is like extremely different from how it is here. I feel like American fashion is a bit late. It's not even a bit. We're so behind. Like
we are
over there, you would be amazed at like what you see. Like fashion is really art in those neck of the woods. So if I could choose to travel anywhere, I would definitely go there. As far as working with somebody, I don't know. Let me think. If I could work with somebody, who would I work with? like brand wise,
Mm-hmm.
like who I just absolutely love. Oh, you know what? I do. If I could work with somebody, and this is not even like on a super large scale, but I don't know if you've heard of like Matt Brand.
Yes.
Yes, I would love to work with her.
Okay.
I just love everything about like her designs, like her story. Just she's just beautiful. Like everything about it. Like I just love it. So
Yeah.
if I could choose to work with somebody, it would definitely be her. And maybe. I'm trying to think, because I'm not really like a materialistic girl, you know what I'm saying? Chanel.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wanna
If
work
I could
with
choose
Chanel,
to
too.
work with a luxury designer, it would be Chanel.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I love it too.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know Danny, don't follow her on Instagram or don't follow her makeup page, which if you don't,
You should.
Go follow her.
Definitely should.
But she has a story, a full-blown transparency story on her page, and I thought that it was so inspiring. And I just want you to talk about it and tell people about it, because there's so many people out there who are in the same exact position, and they might need some words of encouragement or, you know, just some inspiration to let them know that it could be done.
Yeah. So my story, I was working at Starbucks for 2 years, from like maybe like right after I graduated high school to about like my sophomore year of college. And they ended up firing me. I had already joined the club at college that I was telling you about, the fashion club, so I was already like starting to work into the makeup world. So when they fired me, of course I was like devastated, and I'm just like, I lost my job, like, you know. But on the other end of that, like, I just had to kind of like pick up the pieces and decide like, what am I gonna do next? So after like applying to all of these different other places that I didn't really want to work at, and not either hearing anything back or it didn't work out for me, I just decided that I was going to do what I love to do, no matter what that came with. So that was the day where I was just like, okay, moving forward, if it's not makeup, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I recall even like me and my mom having like a rough patch because of it. Like y'all, when I say you have to commit, you just have to commit, and like whatever happens along the way, you just have to trust that that's how it's supposed to like unfold for you. Because we had a rough patch for a while. She just was not like, she couldn't grasp like what I saw for myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I don't expect her to, it's my vision. But like logically thinking, and then like our parents are older and stuff, so they're like very firm on like foundation, having like 10 toes on the ground. What are you gonna do? Having something like lined up,
a whole plan.
you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I didn't like have all of that already to pitch to her in a way, she was just like,
I'm not going for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's another one of your hobbies. We don't got time for that. You don't apply for a job. No, seriously, that's how she treated it for a long time. And I remember the first time I did an event, it was like an art show, and I had like 4 models, and pretty much I had all my models dressed up as like a different element. So like fire, earth, water, and I think the other one was like ice or something like that. But my mom, she came. I got us shirts made, and I got her a shirt made, and she came, and that was the first time that we had like a moment between each other where she was like, okay, you're serious, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sorry. And she apologized. She was like, you know, I don't want you to feel like I don't support you or anything like that. I just couldn't believe it. You know, I couldn't see what you could see, but I trust you. You know what I mean? And so once we got over that hill, it was so much easier, like moving forward. Like, it was just easier to trust the process. It was easier to navigate through the ups and the downs because I knew that like I had a support system behind me. You know, so
and that's real, because you know, at the end of the day, you have to do what you want to do and what you're right for you. But I'm not gonna lie, like if you don't have your parents' support, like it is hard. It is hard. Like,
it can be hard.
You start second guessing.
Exactly.
But what I will say though, and this is just a part of like even just life, like dealing with people in general. Like sometimes, most times, like when people show you who they are, for one, believe them, but two, like don't judge them for it. You know what I mean? So like I told my mom, even after we did have that conversation or whatever, I told her I never judged you for not like believing in me or not supporting me at the time, because that, you know what I mean? Like I can't judge you for that. I don't know what your experiences of your life has like created for you to feel that way towards it. You know what I mean? So I can't be like, oh, I don't understand why you don't see it, or it's not fair that you don't see it, because there's a reason why you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And probably because this, like I said, they're a lot older than us, so like this, they didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
not
saying?
in their time.
Exactly. This is not in their deck of cards, so I couldn't like hold that against her. So my advice would be like, even if you don't have your parents' support, like physically, just trust that you have it, like emotionally, trust that you have it, like hypothetically and spiritually, and that will drive you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just gotta show people. Like I had to. That's what I had to do with my parents. I'm like, okay, me telling her is not cutting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just have to show her, and once I showed her, then that's when it started, like you know, aligning and stuff like that. So you just gotta trust it and just go in it with a light heart, and try not to be so like, you know, hard on yourself, but too like hard on other people. Like you know, sometimes you're just gonna have to do it by yourself. That's okay. You're gonna get it done regardless.
Yep. Sure. You're a stronger person in the end. So.
Yes.
Right.
That's facts.
Okay. The next question is, what are your thoughts on birthday makeup?
Yeah. Cause you know the guys, like
They act like
they do not
like
like birthday makeup. They don't like birthday makeup.
We don't get our makeup done for I don't know who told y'all that. I don't know who told the guys that we were getting
they had to
makeup
say
done for
so.
the guys. But no, like I'm doing this for me because it matched my outfit, it matched my nails, it matched my hair, it matched my bag, it matched my shoes, it matched my toes. You know what I'm saying? Like birthday makeup, I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I'm not like a super dramatic makeup artist. Most of my clients are like soft glam-ish, you know what I'm saying? But every now and then I do get one that likes to go outside of the box, and I love it. I just feel like do whatever makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? If it looks good to you, rock out. You know what I mean? Even if you want to have a cut crease going from the middle of your nose to the side of your head, if that's what you want to do, do it. You know what I mean? Like makeup is an artistic expression, like it's a form of expression, like for who you are and the type of person that you are. So shout out to the birthday makeup. I like the glitter, I like the stones, the pearls, all of it.
I feel like I like it on other people, but I don't like
me personally.
Every time I get a lot of makeup on my face, I feel like the structure of my face changes. I look at pictures and my smile looks different and stuff. Like I'd be like, whoa. Like, but some people it looks good on them. But for me, I don't know. I'm a natural beat type of girl.
I like a soft glam.
I even like a soft glam with a dramatic touch.
I
like for all of this to be soft, but if you want to do like a little something extra on the eyes or you know something like that, I'm cool with that. But everything else needs to keep it natural.
For real.
Yeah, especially with being like dark skinned girlies.
Okay. Okay.
Now we
let's
all
talk about it. Let's talk about it because I've had fashion shows before where they done with my face.
Question where you said what I would change about the fashion industry. Can we get some representation on our glam team? I cannot say. And thank God I'm a makeup artist, y'all. That's how I met Dara. That was the reason why we connected. Was because she had got her makeup done and it looked terrible. And so I was sitting at a station doing my makeup and I had my whole kit and she was like, I just need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I couldn't do her makeup because I had to do my own and get ready for the show. So she sat across from me. I know, you know how the stations in Paul Mitchell are set up. They're like two-sided. So I sat at this station, she sat at that station on the other side, and I just walked her through it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the representation for, like, just black women, period. I don't even want to say, like, dark-skinned girls, just black women, period, when it comes to the modeling industry. It is garbage. Like, you have to be so, like, I don't want to call it, like, precise, but you just have to be careful when it comes to, like, our facial structure and our features and stuff like that, because it's easy to make us look a mess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's hard to make you look good.
Yeah.
So that going back to that question, that's definitely something that I would change. But as far as the drama goes, I'm here for it. Just keep it cute.
Yeah.
You know, a little light drama.
Yeah. Period. Love that. Okay, so do you feel like you've had your I made it moment yet?
So I'm like my worst critic. So like my I made it moments are, even though I do celebrate myself, you know what I'm saying? I, give myself flowers and all that stuff. My I made it moments always have like a second side. It's always like, oh yeah, you made it, but and there's more to go. You know what I'm saying? You're not done. So, but one of my most recent I made it moments would be when I purchased my suite.
Okay.
Definitely, I did not project doing that until February of 2024, and I got it done October of 2023.
Period.
So I feel like I made it, and I was telling one of my clients, I'm like, it's crazy because I really did it for my clients so that I could provide like that complete experience and just the solitude, the comfortability, like all of it, to not just to them but also to myself. I, even with me just being in this space for the last couple of months, I've seen the difference, like completely different vibes, completely different energy, completely different experience. So if I had to feel like I made it, I feel like that would be my I made it moment. Like finally I've done something that I feel like is like on a legacy level. You know what I'm saying? Like I have something to show for all of the work that I've done for the past 8 years.
Yeah. Period. I love that. Gotta celebrate them big wins, small wins, all of that. Because it's all part of your journey.
It's all a win.
Thanks. It's all a win at the end of the day.
Right. I bought the room right now, but I'm coming back to bodybuilding.
Yeah,
Period.
that part.
Period.
That part. So before we go, we have one last segment on our show that we do. And it is called
What would you do?
So it's been this viral video going around on TikTok.
Yes, and it was basically like a disagreement between two friends, and I'm gonna tell you the point of view from the first friend. So she was basically saying how she was in a relationship with this one guy, and her friend started doing like weird things, and she just wanted to come to the internet just to like see like, hey, am I the one that's being weird, or if it's her? So one of the things that her friend did, she had found out that the girl's boyfriend liked this one sandwich. So she took it upon herself to make sure the night before she went to go get his sandwich with all the items that he wanted, all his like specific unique details. And then she proceeds, and he wakes up, he has to go to work early in the morning. So she wakes up like before dawn, calls him over.
This is the friend?
Calls him over just to present the sandwich to him like, hey, yeah, I just want to, show my gratitude to you, and so I got you the sandwich.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's one thing that she had did. Another thing was when they was all together, the friend, the guy, and the girlfriend, and she got cold at his spot, and so the boyfriend offered the friend, hey, you can use my hoodie, yada, yada, yada. After the event was over, she proceeds to take the hoodie, not only take the hoodie, but wears it for a full week, and
because I got some experience in this.
Ooh.
And proceeds to post like videos on her close friends in the hoodie, like boomerang, all that, all in the hoodie.
Okay.
And then her last thing that she had brought up, she was like, right after she had introduced her boyfriend to the friend, literally the next day, she added the guy into her close friends. And so she came to the internet with those like 3 main points and was basically saying, hey y'all, like I just find it weird, like what do y'all think? And okay, you give me your opinion, and then I'm gonna tell you what her friend came back and said.
The friend that was doing all this stuff.
Yes.
What she came back and said. Okay. Personally, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't tolerate stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know I said earlier when y'all asked me like, oh, what if you saw like your client, whatever. That's different. I feel like as my friend, like you know what I'm saying. Like And my whole thing is like, I treat people how I want to be treated. So like, as a friend, I'm never going to look at your man or not even put myself in a position to have a real relationship with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we cool because of you.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I couldn't care less about what he got going on. You know what I mean? So like, when it comes to like, what did you say? She let him. He gave her the jacket and added it to the close friends. Let me tell you something. I was in high school, okay, and I had a situation like that where one of my friends got cold and she got my boyfriend's jacket. But the thing was, I wasn't around when that happened. I just came into class and I saw her wearing the jacket. You know what I'm saying? So off the muscle, I'm like,
what you doing?
Jacket. You know, so, and now I brought it to her first because I'm like, so what's going on? And she's like, oh, I just got cold, blah, 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 this extra stuff. And so I went back and I asked him, I'm like, so what's up? Like, why, why did you get her a jacket? He's like, oh, because she was cold and da-da-da-da. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, I'm stingy as hell, so, like, you could freeze to death. I feel like in situations like that, as a friend, it would have been up to me to say, yes, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, my friend Cole, like, bro, give her your jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But before you walk out that door, come up off that.
Yeah, exactly.
This not your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This not your man. This not your stuff.
Yeah.
I know that ain't my stuff.
Exactly. Because if it's his jacket, it's my jacket. So why are you in my jacket?
Like
you got on my drip.
You really wearing my drip. Like, don't do that because you don't want to play that type of game because I'm not going to be wearing his jacket.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And so keep it cute. If you want to go low, I go to hell. So,
right?
And don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, I would cut her off too. We wouldn't be friends anymore.
Yeah.
It'd be like, respectfully, we might as well call it some quits.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I feel like boyfriends are just like side characters.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like they're side characters to your friends' relationships.
Exactly.
Like, you're extra.
Exactly.
You don't need to really be like so buddy with my boyfriend. Like, that's too much.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what, the friend came back and explained all of her reasoning behind what she did. So for the sandwich, she wanted to say, "Oh,
I forgot about the sandwich."
Yeah, I forgot about the sandwich.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
You made my man a sandwich?
Not only did you make the sandwich, you got up at the crack of dawn.
you presented to him like this,
baby, when
like,
I'm
girl.
sleeping in the bed. You making my man a sandwich? Like, what?
For
Do you
real?
call me with a life? I'm confused. I thought you liked being here.
Right? For real.
For real, but what was the reason? I'm just
so
curious.
she wanted to say, "Oh, I did the sandwich and I gave it to him because, nights before he put up my TV on the wall, he mounted it for me, and I just wanted to show my appreciation and just wanted to do something special for him."
Why you just couldn't pay him?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the perfect way to show your appreciation.
Right.
Literally. And then she was like, "I even told you that I was giving him the sandwich just so, like, you knew, like, I didn't think that it was a big deal. I just wanted to show my appreciation." That was her reasoning for the sandwich. And for the hoodie, she came back and was just like, "I just like the hoodie. Like, it was just comfortable and I just enjoy the hoodie. Like, I'm the type of person that if you give me something, I just won't give it back for a long period of time." Which I get, but, like, not your friend's boyfriend, though.
Exactly.
Like,
And in the close friends one, she was just like, "I add anybody in my close friends. Like,
Not
it
my
doesn't really
boyfriend,
matter.
though.
Like,
two chops.
if I feel like I'm close with
Literally.
you, I'm gonna add you in there."
Okay.
And I was just like, no.
Why do you feel like you're so close to my boyfriend, though?
Off one day of knowing him, like, you just met him, and then, like, the next day you added him in the close friends. Like, that makes no sense.
Her kneecaps.
Yeah.
Baby, you crazy. Close friends?
That's insane.
Was the friend in the close friends too?
Yeah, she was in the close friends too, but still.
Yeah, but still. Why are you adding him in your close friends?
Yeah.
Facts.
What he in for?
Right.
Y'all not close friends.
Exactly. You've been around one time.
Literally.
Y'all not even friends.
Exactly.
Merely associates.
Like,
for real. Really high vibe.
Literally.
To be quite honest, if that. Like,
yeah.
she would have done.
Yeah.
For real. Probably.
At that point.
We definitely would have fought after that sandwich because ain't no.
Yeah, the sandwich part is insane.
Like, you got his order down to the T. You know every single thing he want on there. Like, nah, that's too much.
And why are you receiving this sandwich too? Let's call him.
Yeah, what? You ate the sandwich?
Why are you up at 2, 3 in the morning accepting a sandwich from my friend?
Fact, you came and picked it up.
Fact.
You should be hungry till I wake up.
Exactly.
Like, for real. If you can't provide for yourself, you just gonna have to starve, baby, because there's no way. There's no way. Like, no, 2 chops to the throat.
Literally.
And it's the fact that it's like, why even offer her your jacket? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
And I would have asked for it, if I was him, I would have asked for it right after. Like, why didn't you say something? Like, when you seen her walk out, like.
Yeah.
It's weird on the friend part, but, like, at the same time, like, the guy is, like, in a sense, entertaining it.
Yeah.
Like, he's not really, like,
shutting
it down.
He's not shutting it down.
Yeah.
So,
when that
that's
happened
just
to
as
me
bad.
back in high school, y'all, fast forward, they actually did like each other. Yeah.
Wow.
So I ended up
always
her off.
it's always something.
And yeah, I just don't because there's a clear difference. I feel like there's a very clear difference when somebody is trying not to be like that and when they're trying to be.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I've had, like, one of my friends before, like, we were out somewhere, like, in a friend group situation or whatever, and I had on short sleeves, and I'm sitting there, like, you know, like this, and he did offer, like, Jai, are you cold? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay. He gave me his jacket or whatever. But as soon as we got back to the crib, I'm like, here's your jacket bag. Like, I don't even want nobody to, you know.
And then, too, like, even if you do feel like uncomfortable in that situation, it's a quick, like, hey, girl, is that okay? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, whatever. And even just that, like, that's a sense of, like, okay, I respect. You know what I mean? Like, I respect what you got going on. I'm not trying to step on your toes or take your man and nothing like that. I'm just a little cold. You know, that's cool. But outside of that, bitch, freeze. Like, you
but
be that frost.
I'm like, because you was outside.
Yeah.
She's indoors.
Well, no, we were inside, but it was cold in the place.
Yeah. But still.
She had the house, girl. Get a blanket or something.
Facts.
Where your jacket at? Like, what time of the year is it? What season? Turn the heat up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not your shit.
So, we will all cut her off?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she gotta go for sure.
And if she see this,
girl, you a horrible friend.
You know who you are.
Exactly.
And she know why she got cut off. So.
Facts. Like, I don't even know why you made that video trying to explain yourself. Like, you know you was wrong for that. Yeah. Don't be making nobody else's meal sandwiches, okay?
She beat you up.
Exactly. Literally.
Everybody different.
For real. Exactly. So before we go, thank you so much, Danny, for coming on our podcast.
Thank you.
But shout yourself out. Let them know how to reach you, where to find you, what platforms you're on, all of that good stuff.
Okay, I am on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm also on Facebook, but that's for the families. But yeah. My Instagram and my TikTok are at Danielle Monae, TheDanielleMonae. My Twitter is at Danny Monae, DANNIMONAE. I hate spelling. But you can reach me on any of those platforms. If that is not it, it is not me. I only have one Twitter, one Instagram, one TikTok, and they are all the same name. So if anything outside of that, it's not me.
And your makeup page.
And my makeup page, of course. Makeup and lash page is More Beauty Studios, MOR Beauty Studios. Y'all can follow, keep up with all things makeup, with my studio, all things lashes, just anything, to be quite honest, with beauty.
Period. If you in A, come get beat by Danny. Period.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
as always, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and follow us.
Yes.
Xclusive Tea Talk. We are on Instagram,
Apple Podcast,
and YouTube.
Yes.
Again, it is your host, Jai.
And Kay.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we are uploading each and every Friday, so make sure you guys tune in.